And this morning, members of the royal family were briefed on plans for the Queen's funeral tomorrow in London. Right now, thousands of mourners continue to make their way through Westminster Hall as the Queen lies in state.
The Queen will lie in state until early tomorrow morning. And Eyewitness News anchor Sandra Bookman live in London to pick up our coverage from here. Sandra.
Yeah, Mike and Tony, that's right. The Queen will be lying in state until 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. The final full day of her lying in state there at Westminster Hall. And tonight there is a moment of silence planned for across the UK. As for King Charles, a very busy day for him. He's already been briefed this morning on the final plan for tomorrow's funeral. He's expected to have an audience with the new Prime Minister Liz Truss, and he's got receptions planned all day at Buckingham Palace. He's going to be holding a reception for royal families from around the continent, as well as a reception for dignitaries that have come from around the world. Among those dignitaries, President Joe Biden. He and Dr. Joe Biden landed last night. In addition to attending that reception at Buckingham Palace later today, they are also going to be paying their condolences, their respects to the Queen lying in state there at Westminster Hall, as well as signing the Book of Condolences later this afternoon. And as a reminder that while the world is paying its respects, while the Great Britain, the UK mourning the loss of the King, the loss of the Queen, I should say, this is also a personal loss. The members of the royal family, they lost a mother, they lost a grandmother. And to that end, the daughters of Prince Andrew, Beatrice and Eugenie, released a lovely photo of themselves and a wonderful statement of remembrance for their grandmother. They were little girls with their grandmother in that photo. And the wife of King Charles, well, she's also talking about her remembrances of the Queen.
She's got those wonderful blue eyes that when she smiles, they light up her whole face. I'll always remember that smile. That smile is unforgettable.
I think most of us will never forget Queen Elizabeth. We got to talk about the queue. It has become the star, if you will, of the last few days. So many people lining up to pay their respects. Well, right now, the queue tracker, which has essentially been keeping people apprised of just how long of a wait they might have, the queue tracker is telling people not to come and join the line because essentially the government wants to make sure that they get everyone that's actually in line through that line before 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so they're going to have to cut it off at some point. We're waiting to hear later today when they finally give that final word that no one else can join the line. But right now they're telling people don't come. So if you're planning to take out this morning, head it this way, do not do it. And one more note before we leave you. With so many people standing in line all across the last few days, it's not surprising that you had a number of people becoming ill. The London Ambulance Service is telling us that about 1,000 people, 1,078 to be exact, fell ill while they were standing in that line. About 136 of those people had to be sent to the hospital. We're live in London this morning. I'm Sandra Bookman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, pretty incredible, Sandra. We know they were not allowing tents. They weren't allowing those fold-up chairs, so people had to be standing for hours and hours and hours. But what about, we talk about the queue for people to get in to see the casket, but what about the funeral itself tomorrow? How big is that crowd expected to be, Sandra?
Well, inside Westminster Abbey, we told about 2,000 people are expected to be inside, give or take. Outside, right now, we are hearing that more than 1 million people will be heading into London, trying to line the procession routes, more than 1 million people, and we suspect that number is probably going to be a little bit higher. There's already people camping out, some of them with tents and sleeping bags to get their spot along the procession line. It is going to be a very busy day. I think I mentioned before, the Metropolitan Police Department says it will be the biggest crowd it has handled. You throw in the diplomats and things get a little bit even more interesting. So a very, very busy day. London, a crowded city tomorrow. We think you're probably not going to be able to move much until later in the evening.
Certainly. Sandra, thank you for all of that information. We really do appreciate your reporting from overseas.